twisted as it is ironic, and a narrative that might read like a dark comedy if it weren't so tragic. Darrin Bell, a Pulitzer Prize-winning cartoonist for none other than the Washington Post, has been arrested for possessing and distributing child pornography, including content generated by AI. Yes, you heard that right, AI child porn, possibly made by himself. Let's take a moment to appreciate the sheer insanity here. Here's a man celebrated by a media outlet that has often positioned itself as the moral high ground in American journalism, preaching about ethics, integrity, the dangers of the right-wing's supposed obsession with child pornography and pedophilia. This is the same Washington Post that has in numerous articles and editorials criticized conservative figures for their focus, our focus, on child protection laws, often framing it as an overreach or paranoia. But now one of their own, a star in their editorial cartooning firmament, has been caught with his hands in the proverbial cookie jar. Or should I say, caught with over 100 sick videos of child sexual abuse material. The irony is palpable. The Washington Post, which has been quick to label any conservative push for stringent child protection laws as an exaggeration or a political witch hunt, now has to deal with one of its own embroiled in this very issue. And this isn't just about one person's criminal actions. By the way, this guy won a Pulitzer Prize. It's about the platform on which it stood, the platform that sanctimoniously pointed fingers at others, now having to grapple with its own skeletons. And this guy, chief SJW, social justice warrior, critical race theory, all the rest of it, as anti-MAGA as they come. And let's talk about the tech issue here, too. AI-generated child pornography. This brings a whole level of depravity into the conversation. We're talking about technology that we were told was going to advance humanity, and it's being used for one of the lowest forms of exploitation. You have to remember that any tool can be twisted into a weapon of moral decay. It also shines light on the broader conversation about media integrity and accountability. When a media organization has built its reputation on upholding certain moral standards, and one of its most prominent figures is caught in such an act, it's not just a personal failing, it's an institutional one. What about the vetting processes, the culture within the Washington Post, the hypocrisy of their public stances versus the private realities? And beyond that, beyond the hypocrisy, there is a dark, sobering truth here. This isn't about political points or scoring. It's about the protection of children, the most vulnerable members in our society. Well, I suppose if you can't trust the Washington Post, who can you trust?